Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm Leslie, and today I'm going to show you how to make something that I'm totally obsessed with right now, and it's dough bowl candles. I think this is the cutest, prettiest way to present a candle, especially if you're just wanting kind of a rustic look, a farmhouse look. You could make this look all different kinds of ways. We all know there's all different kinds of dough bowls. There's, dark ones, big ones. I have a really cool white one. They even have black ones. I'm going to show you how to make this into a candle. I have my supplies all laid out here for you, and everything will be listed down below so you know exactly what you would need or how to do it. Keep in mind, everybody makes candles differently. I have my dough bowl, so pick whatever kind of dough bowl that you would like to have. And then I have my wicks, I have my glue gun, I have a pan with a little bit of water, my pouring pot, I have a thermometer, I have my wax, I have a scale because I am going to measure my wax, some fragrance that I'm going to add to my candle to make it smell so good. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And then don't forget to hit the like button on this. It lets YouTube know that you like this video, and it really helps me out. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I just put my pot of water on, and I'm just gonna let that get nice and warm and get to boiling. And while it's doing that, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna measure our wax. Okay, so to begin with, I cut off a little chunk of my wax. I am using CBL 125 from Wick. I'm going to place that down below. It's a really nice custom blend. It leaves a very kind of almost soft, creamy. It does a really nice job. And so I took, because you don't want to do this right before you begin because you don't want your bowl to still be wet. I took a measuring cup and I measured water and dumped it into my cup to see how much does this hold. Because on average, however much water I put into it is how much melted wax is then going to fit into this. The cool part about the wax that I'm recommending to use, it is a one pour. It means we are not gonna have to come back and do a re-pour. There's not a lot of shrinkage, so that it saves a lot of time. So I know that I'm gonna need 16 ounces of wax for this bowl, which is 1 pound, which is what I'm gonna need. So I'm just gonna measure that out. I just place it on my scale here and I just zeroed it out. And then I'm just going to place it in there. I'm so close. I'm at 15.60 ounces. Okay, so I'm just going to add my thermometer. I don't stir a lot because I don't want a lot of air bubbles. So we've begun to melt. We are currently at 140 degrees Fahrenheit. We're just gonna let that continue to melt. And while that's getting melted down, let's measure out our fragrance. Okay, so your wax is gonna tell you what percentage it does for its fragrance throw. This CBL 125 is a 6 to 8% fragrance throw. So on average, that means if I wanted a 6%, it's gonna be about an ounce per pound, but I'm gonna go to 8%, so I'm gonna use 1.5 ounces because I really want a strong fragrance. Do not think that more is better. Once you get past usually that 8% mark or whatever the highest amount your candle wax says it is, it's not gonna throw anymore, and it actually could change the texture of your wax, and then it's not gonna do as well. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna measure out 1.5 ounces, and when we get to our temperature, you don't want to pour too soon. You want to pour your fragrance pretty much almost right before you're going to pour it into the bowl, because if you do it when it's too hot, you're just cooking off your fragrance basically. That's an easy way to put it. So let me get this poured. We're going to check on our wax and we'll see if it's time to get this in there. Okay, so I have my 1.5 ounce of my fragrance here. It smells so good. We're getting there. It's almost all melted. We are currently at 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Almost all melted. We just have that little bit left there. Water is really going to town, but as you can see, our wax is just melting nice and smooth. And keep in mind, if this is feeling a little confusing with the 6% and the 8% and the CBL and all that, I'm gonna write it all down below in the description. I don't want you to feel intimidated by this. This is pretty simple. I love to do this as a hobby. If you guys are feeling overwhelmed and you don't want to do this and you were ever interested in purchasing one of these candles, leave a comment down below, because I was thinking about setting up a site and selling these, but I wasn't quite sure if there'd be a demand for it. So leave a comment down below if you'd be interested at all. So while we're still waiting on our candle wax to finish melting, which you always need to stay near your candle wax while it is melting because it does have a flash point. Do not walk away from melting candle. We're just gonna glue on our wicks. I just have my hot glue gun here, and I just basically spread them. I do 3 for this size bowl because you wanna make sure it's going to burn evenly. So this is a wick holder, and I just place this in here to keep the wick straight up and down, so when it dries, it's not crooked. And that's how I keep my wicks down in there, straight up and down. Okay, our wax is all melted, so we're gonna turn our fire off. I'm going to remove it from the heat. I keep my thermometer in there. It is currently 180 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm removed it from the heat. I'm letting it cool for a few minutes, and then we will stir in our fragrance, and we're going to attempt to pour around 160 degrees. Keep in mind that when you pour your fragrance in, that's also going to cool it off. So I kind of have a tendency to pour mine in just a smidge before the 160, usually maybe about 165, 170, because it really does help cool it off. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, I am at 165. I'm gonna go ahead and put my fragrance in. Make sure my fragrance is all incorporated with my wax. I don't want to stir a ton because I don't want a bunch of air bubbles. Okay, and now we're going to pour our wax. Now we let it cool, and it's gonna be beautiful. Okay, and so I thought I'd pour a couple more for you guys to see. Oh, I see a little hair. There we go. I think I'm gonna pour a little more in here. Okay, so hopefully all my air bubbles will come to the top. Okay, there we go. Our white one is drying nicely. It usually always starts to dry on the outer ring first. So far, we're doing great. We have no shrinkage, it's looking smooth. It's gonna be a gorgeous one. Here's a close-up of one I did earlier. You can make cute little tags to put on yours. What a cute idea, what a great gift idea. Something else that's so awesome about these dough bowls is once you get done, you have an awesome thing to decorate with. Another awesome thing is if you didn't want to just like use it as a decorative thing when you get all done with the candle, these are so great, and you could totally just make another candle out of it. They turned out so pretty. I hope you guys have some awesome luck making a dough bowl candle. Please read the description box for full directions. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.